called Tyler Gaffney this week and told him I wanted him. I wanted him up here. This was going to be an attitude game, and couldn't think of a better person to come talk to the team, and he was awesome. And our guys played like that, and I recounted, coaching Tyler with our guys, and talked about doing your job, but playing with some confidence and some swagger also. Most people wouldn't understand a team like us playing with confidence, but that's fine, because people don't have to understand. We've got good players. I like our schemes in all three phases. A lot of things that we just needed to relax and let go, and we did that today. Offensively, Davis Mills played really well. Great to see Simi Fehoko. He's been so close. We know he's got so much ability, and when he has a game like that, it takes so much pressure off of Colby Parkinson, so much pressure off of Mike and Connor, to know that we've got other guys out there that can make some big plays. Osiris St. Brown once again made another big play today also. Love our receiving core right now, what those guys can do, throwing Colby Parkinson on top of that. Story of the night, though, Tyler Gaffney. I think inspired our guys, but Cam Scarlett just played a lot like Tyler today. And not that he has to be like him. He's his own man. He's gotten better and better. He's playing his best football of his career right now. Just hand the ball to him repeatedly against loaded boxes, even when they knew we were running the ball. Broke tackles, finished runs physically. Just an outstanding game. Outstanding game by Cameron Scarlett. And probably one of his biggest plays of the night was in pass protection. And if you want to know the truth, that was the biggest challenge we gave Cam this year, was that he needs to be a great pass protector. If you're going to be the lead back, you got to run. We got to be able to do play action. And the touchdown to Simi Fehoko, we're faking on the left, and the safety blitz came on the right, and Cam came all the way down and made a great block and allowed us to get that ball off. And can't say enough about where Cam Scarlett is right now. Just playing such great football. Defensively, our best game start to finish. We talked about slowing down the run. We talked about getting after the passer, and we were able to do that. We talked about, gosh, what it would be like if we could play with the lead. We hadn't really played with the lead all year, but second half, for us to be able to get stops, rush the passer, get an interception, play with great field position. Thought our special teams were outstanding again tonight. Really excited about the way our guys played. And defensively, big thing for us all year was being great in the red zone, being good on third down, not giving up the big plays. We gave up one early, but the rest of the time the ball kept in front of us. Even some of those deep crossing routes, we still got them on the ground. Still made it difficult for them to cross to go the entire distance for a touchdown. So Coach Anderson and his staff and our players on the defense side were outstanding offensively. Still hate getting inside the 5-yard line, kicking 2 field goals. That was going to stick in my craw for a while, because we worked so hard to get down there, and we got to score touchdowns, and so we got to clean that up. But for the most part, proud of our guys. That's a good football team out there that we just beat by 2 scores. Questions? We've played a lot of big play offenses, really, between USC and Central Florida, Oregon, Washington. Today was the first day. Once again, we gave up one big one early in the game, but if we don't give up the big play, and we make them exist in second down, third down, eventually we'll get a stop. And we got a couple TFLs, got after the quarterback a couple times, made him move. A quarterback like this, you let him sit back there, he'll pick you apart. He's got great receivers. He's a big, strong quarterback with a quick release, and one of those NFL-ready guys. So thankfully we made him move. We made him throw the ball away a couple times, made him tuck it a couple times. So just the fact that we weren't letting the big play happen most of the game, we're able to rush the passer with some regularity.
David, what happened to Davis when he came out? It looked like he might have some wrapped on his leg. And kind of following up on that, how big was Cam, especially once Davis went out and it became clear that you guys were going to try to milk the clock a little bit?
Yep. I don't have an update right now on Davis Mills. He came out somewhere in the fourth quarter and got checked out and felt he could go back in. Doctors checked him out, cleared him to go back in, went back in. Didn't feel right again, came back out. And, we're going to err on the side of caution. Guy comes out of the game twice and says something doesn't feel right. We're going to pull him. And Cam did a great job in that fourth quarter, really killing the clock. The fact we didn't throw the ball had nothing to do with Jack West. Jack knows this game plan inside and out. He understands our offense. He'd go out there and do it all and do it well. We just weren't going to put the ball in the air. There's just no reason to. We're up by 2 scores, and we're going to make them take their timeouts and make them and kill the clock. Not exciting for everybody, but there's a reason why we have the record that we have. And for us to finish the game the way we did, with 3 freshmen on the field, once again, Coach Carberry's done a great job kind of putting this offensive line together, training the young guys, get them to take great footwork, having great communication. So we're able to throw in a freshman in the red zone, go down there and score. The one time we got inside the 5-yard line and scored on the ground, I was actually right behind him. Jake Hornibrook came in there and did a great job. So the rest of the game, we're out there with 3 freshmen and two juniors and a 5th-year senior running back. And let's go. So it was great. Great way to finish the game.
Coach, kind of following up on the fact that finished the game with 3 freshmen up front, what do you see from Coach Carberry during the game working with his guys, as so much has changed during games with his unit that he's had to adjust to? And then secondly, what did you see from Foster Sorrell tonight? He seemed to be moving guys pretty well.
Yeah, well, this has been an interesting 2-year stint, or year-and-a-half stint for Coach Carberry. Last year, start of the season, felt like we had one of the better lines in the conference and possibly in the nation. And it was musical chairs then. And we came back in, is the deepest that we've been in 3 years. And we've challenged that depth now to where we were excited about all 5 of our freshmen coming in. And we just knew at some point they were going to be really good. We know they're going to have to be really good right now. And the fact that we've had to play them, and they haven't batted an eyelash. They go out there and they just play. We teach them, they make a mistake, they learn, they grow, and we just keep going after it. So we'll see where Henry Haddis' situation is and see if we'll stay with this group. But if we do, hey, that's great. That's just what we have, and we'll roll them out there and just have our guys keep going up there and fighting.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to ask about the pass breakup that Paulson Debo came down and broke up. Turnover on downs toward the beginning of the third quarter. The confidence level of the team at that point. And then a follow-up question, just how impactful has Paulson Debo been for the defensive backs for your team this year?
Yeah, well, Paulson hasn't had the year so far that he's wanted, and we haven't had the year that we've wanted as a team. But Paulson's confidence has never wavered. He works really hard. He takes great coaching from Coach Aquina, Coach Anderson, one of the hardest working guys on our team. And today, gave up one big one early on, but didn't hang his head, didn't roll his shoulders forward, came back, and I think he had 3 pass breakups. Big time plays when we needed them. 3rd down on one, 4th down on another one. Another big play down the field, was in great position. That's what we need. He's been a great example for Caillou Kelly. Caillou is a true freshman, gone out there, and he played great tonight also. And if we can get that kind of play out of 2 receivers in this conference, or sorry, 2 corners in this conference, then we always have a chance to win.
I know you said you never lost confidence, and obviously a lot's been made of the first half of the schedule being particularly difficult, but do you think it's important to go into this open week 3-3 instead of 2-4 and kind of riding the momentum that you guys are on right now?
Yeah, I didn't even think about 2-4 all week. Didn't even think about it. There was the way that we practiced this week. It didn't reflect our schedule. Our guys were serious. They worked hard. We even shaved a little bit off, a few reps off here and there to help our guys stay fresh. But they just went hard. And as I said earlier, we knew that people wouldn't understand that we could take the field against a good team like this with the confidence that we had. But we know what we're capable of. We just haven't reached it yet on game day. So today it was great for us to reach that, but still coming back and knowing that we can play so much better. And whoever's healthy in about 10 days, that's who we'll roll out there with at UCLA and play with the same confidence and hopefully play with such a great execution as well.
Coach, you've talked about kind of each game for Davis, he's getting his sea legs back under him after being away from football for so long. Can you think of any examples tonight of things you saw him do that were another next step?
Well, to say it blatantly, the touchdown pass he made to Simi Fehoko, along with the first big play he made to Simi Fehoko, those are the ones that we've missed, that he's missed, and we haven't connected on. And honestly, over the last 2 weeks, Coach Tavita Pritchard, Coach Bobby Kennedy have worked with those two especially on those plays. Simi's too big and too fast not to hit in stride when he's open. And we worked on that, and we actually worked on throwing the ball with a little bit of air. But you can tell when the quarterback feels confident, he doesn't throw it with any air. And that touchdown pass, there was no air on it. He threw that thing on a line, and Simi caught it in stride and took off. He's a big sucker that runs a 4.3. It was great to see him make some big plays. It was great to see all of our receivers make plays tonight, too, including Colby. Guys made plays for him, and then Davis continues to grow. We'll see where he is injury status-wise. But I thought it was a great performance by him tonight.
Coach, you guys finishing the game, controlling the time of possession with the 2-1 margin. Was that, A, one of the keys to this game tonight, and B, how would that be able to parlay later on into the season with the confidence knowing you guys can close out a game like that?
So to always quote the great Chip Kelly, time of possession means nothing unless you score touchdowns. If you can have time of possession and you score touchdowns and you give them field goals, now you've got a chance to win. Usually at the end of the game, time of possession usually means one thing to me. It means we have the lead and we're running the ball well. If we can have the lead and we can run the ball well, we're going to get time of possession, we're going to win the game. And that's the bottom line there. So once again, put it on the offensive line, put it on Cameron Scarlett. We got a 2-score lead most of the second half. We're going to be us and run the ball and be physical.
Coach, on the touchdown pass to Simi, was there something that you saw during the week that made you think the play action would work against them, or is that just a function of the game flow tonight?
Well, we always have a section of play action. Some of it off of what we're doing the run game-wise, and some of it just off of film. That play actually is one that we used to do with Chris Owusu quite a bit way back when. A little different action, but the route is a combination of the same kind of a deep curl and go, a deep comeback and go. Coach Pritchard hit me early in the week. Said, Coach, I think we can do this, and I think it's going to be perfect for Simi. And so we put it in early in the week. We ran it really well. Great play action. Once again, great pass protection by the offensive line of Cameron Scarlett. And it was a great route to the point where, the corner, they ran a blitz. The corner kind of let Simi go. And then the stutter, I think, made the safety get his eyes back inside, and he stayed outside. It was a beautiful throw and catch. Thank you all.
mean, being a running back is much more than just running the ball, and we know that here. One thing Coach G really preaches on and harps on all week is pass protection, and that's what separates the good backs from the great backs. So that's something I've been focusing on all offseason and trying not to give up any sacks. So I love making plays like that, and seeing us score touchdowns makes me feel good, and it gives us the points on the scoreboard. So I'll take it. Yeah, I don't really think about it too much. One thing that we've always focused on here is just that next play mentality, next man up mentality. So if somebody goes down, we know that somebody else is going to come up and at least give us their best effort, best work out there. So my mentality stays the same. I'm trying to carry the ball as hard as I can and run for as many yards as I can every time I step out there and make sure I'm hitting my reads. And yeah, it was just a next man up mentality here.
Between 90 and 100 yards, I think, 3 games this season. Over 100. Do you feel like it was coming? Do you think today was going to be the day?
Yeah, I knew today was going to be the day. I've been sick and tired of rushing for 90 yards, 92, 97. I see that. So, I mean, one thing, I just wanted to get over 100 for sure, and just wanted to do whatever I could to make sure the offense could move the ball. And I felt like I did that, picking up some big first downs in crucial situations. And I feel like that's something that this offense can rely on, and we'll continue to build on. Oh, Davis is great. He's another thing. I knew he was going to come in and ball out just like he did last week. He's a very confident guy, and one of the best arms I've seen. So he's in there making plays, making the right calls, and really spitting that ball out. I love to see it. He didn't really talk to the running backs in particular. I had a quick little word with him because I looked up to him a lot coming through my recruitment. His message to us was just there's going to be adversity that strikes. Nobody in the country thinks that we're going to win this game, but that none of that matters. We know that we have what it takes to win, and he gave us some good juice coming out tonight. Yeah, it felt good. That first drive really sums up a lot throughout the game. If we can start moving the ball and picking up first downs and don't stay stagnant, then we'll usually have a good day. So my confidence was building throughout the game, but I had a lot of confidence coming in that we were going to be able to move the ball on them. Exactly.
The team you guys are being as confident. Everything that's going on, how satisfying?
Oh, it's very satisfying. But by no means are we satisfied. It felt good to get the win. We'll celebrate it for the night. We have so many guys going down and getting hurt, so just going to pray for those guys, hope that they get better. But it feels good. We needed that, and we're going to build on it and start stacking wins.
When you're running like you are, and when Davis goes out, everybody knows you guys are trying to milk the clock. All eyes on you. Is that you just really kind of feel like, yeah, that's the stage I want?
Yeah, I relish in that. Like I said, I like to think of myself as a hard-nosed runner, workhorse type guy who give me the ball. I'm going to make something happen. So even if it's not there, we ended up running the same play probably like 10 times in a row at the end of the game. But I knew that I had all my brothers watching me, had all my brothers holding me accountable, so I had to go get some yards, and that's what I did.
Let's go one more for Cam. Did you have anything?
Sure. No problem.